Hey everyone, it's your girl Natasha, and you are watching Red TV. And today I have a very special guest. I am super excited. Estelle, welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, it is hot as Hades outside. How do you look so good?
I've been sitting in an air-conditioned car all the way here, so I'm chilling.
See, I was about to say she better give me some of that spritz because my face is falling apart.
No, you look great.
Well, thank you. Let's hop right into the music. Oh my God, the track though. The track is life. It is everything.
Thank you, man.
And where can I find a love like yours? I'm just saying.
I'm still looking for it personally. No, it's. I think it's a real life thing. It's a as you grow thing. It's the gray's better than the black and white thing. You know, this is what I've been learning over the past few years, and kind of what I've chosen to write this album about. I started realizing when I started looking and listening to my albums that I'm not really good at relationships. So, as much as I put them in my albums, it's like, well, girl.
Brutally honest.
Oh, yeah, it's real life around here. But it's like, kind of, well, girl, how are you and why are you and what are you doing, you know? And so I started to really look at what it was. And they say you learn from your parents, you know, you're only as good as what you know. And I was taught a certain way to think and believe a certain way about love. And it's been challenged over the past few years just based on my parents' story of them being apart, having me, splitting up, getting back together 20 years later, and then getting married 10 years after meeting. Yeah, it's a whole meant to be story. So, you know, it kind of gave me a perspective of gray. So this is kind of like, this song kind of exemplifies who, I say this because we're playing it on the CD over here, but this song exemplifies who and how you're supposed to love if it's meant to be, you know, like if it's meant to be what it is, and even if it isn't, make your own standards, set your own, don't let somebody else dictate how your love should be, you know? Yeah, a lot of women I know believe and understand that, yeah.
Well, I love the fact, I'm going to just piggyback on that for a second. I love the fact that you said that your life isn't perfect, because everybody looks at the life of an artist and they're like, oh, they're so perfect.
Well, money makes everything perfect, doesn't it? You know?
I mean, initially it's supposed to.
Yeah.
It realistically doesn't. So I love the fact that you are so down to earth and so relatable, because I'm sitting there and I listened to the track and I said, well, my love life isn't perfect.
No.
So thank God.
Neither is mine.
Woo. Thank God somebody can relate to what I'm going through. And I feel like a lot of women would be sitting down listening to that track and saying, I can relate to that because my life isn't perfect, and they relate to you.
It's the weirdest thing in life. As soon as you get in a relationship and you let the world know you're in a relationship, everyone starts to tell you how that relationship should go, you know, or social construct.
From her lips to God's ears.
You know, like you get guys who come around and, you know, well, that's not how the relationship's supposed to go when you're with a man or when you're with a woman or when you're in whatever, whoever you love. It's your business. That's what I kind of, you know, and if you had something that was yours, then maybe you would pay attention to that. You know, you should pay attention to that if you have that one. But if you had something that felt as good as ours, well, then maybe, you know, you'd understand what we're dealing with. And you'd want that for yourself, well, go and do that, you know, so.
Absolutely.
That's my whole theory. Mind your business. Mind your business.
Okay, but how difficult is it being in a relationship? And you are a public figure, so how difficult is it keeping your relationship out of the public eye?
Have you heard any of my relationships out in the public eye? I put it into the business.
Come to think of it,
I put it out. Exactly. And for a good reason. I got practice with this by not revealing as much about my family as people want to. I keep it super to the music because I chose this, they didn't. So I take that same point of view with my relationships and the people I date and the men I date. Like, this is me. This is what I do for a living. Right. You don't deserve the scrutiny. No one has the right to scrutinize you or tell you anything about who you should be or how you should be or what you should earn or when you should spend it or what you should be doing for me if I'm cool with it, you know? And people, again, want to give that advice, so I choose to keep them out of it. You don't see us in the blogs. You don't see us holding hands together in public places like that. We do. You just will never know, you know? I'm just not that person, you know? And I like to keep my stuff protected. The people I love, I protect them.
I absolutely love how you put that. But let's touch on the song for a second. How did or who made the decision to put Tarrus on the track? You know, I was going to ask that question.
Kind of God. No, we definitely were in Miami at the same time. He was in Miami working with Super Loops and I was there, and it came to the end of his sessions and like the rounding up of my sessions happened to be the same day. Super Loops was like, you like Tarrus? I was like, duh. Like, wait, are you serious? And you know, it was one of those things where it just kind of happened perfectly. So he said, well, he's here, he's out here writing, you want him to? I was like, sure. Came in, he wrote, and had 2 songs ready for me to go by the time I got in, knocked it out. Easy.
And
Good
it was just a
vibes.
perfect match.
Perfect match. The song, it's the weirdest thing in the world when you walk into a room and you have your album almost done, or you know your ideas, and then someone comes in and gives you the encapsulating feeling of the album. And it's like, okay, well, this is from God. This isn't anything I could have organized. This was meant to happen. Yeah.
Every album you've done is extremely special to you. What is special to you about this one?
Well, this one, as I get more grown, I'm extremely thankful for my parents and their love, and my upbringing and who I am, because it's I'm like mid to late 30s, 37, and so to me it's like you start thinking of the next 40 years. You start thinking, okay, well, what am I doing next? Where am I going to be at? And I started to really analyze, and I take stock of where my mom may have been when she was my age. And at that point, she had 7 kids. She was getting it done by any means necessary. I've been an adult at that point. I was 19 at that point. I was an adult at that point, 17 at that point. So to me, it's like a very, it's a very, how would I explain it? It's a very, well, I look at them like, I'm thankful to have them. I'm very grateful for the lessons I've learned from them, and I'm excited about what my future holds. So I kind of wanted to give this album to them as like a tribute and a thank you, and give them their roses while they're here, because life isn't promised.
Definitely isn't. Yeah. So you're from a big family of a lot of brothers and sisters.
Huge family.
How are your brothers and sisters dealing with everything, with all of this?
They're used to this. I've been famous since I was 17. No,
they don't get to see you a lot.
They don't. That's the only part. There's been new additions to the family since. They've only ever known me as famous Auntie Estelle or famous Big Sister Estelle. So that's a little weird. Meanwhile, they come around and I'm like, there's no famous here, sweep the floor, do dishes, come around my house, you know what it is. Yeah. Nah. No games. But it's an interesting dynamic, especially with young ones today. It's an interesting dynamic. But my mom, again, that's why I give her all props. My mom and my dad, they definitely raised them to be good humans and great people, and I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I'm very y'all understand when I'm not there for years on end, You get it too when I'm there, and I'm there for 10 minutes and I'm super intense. They understand it. They don't really judge me more than anything else. So.
But as you said, you've been famous for a very long time. Mm-hmm. Do you still get that feeling, that butterflies in your stomach just before going on stage?
Absolutely, because the crowd could just look at you like, what? Mm-hmm. And I never take that for granted. They might. They always might just look at you like, what? What did you say? Especially if you're not in the headspace of giving. I've experienced that. I thought I was good to go. I was going to walk out and just hit it. And then they were like, what? No, girl, no, because we know you on autopilot. Nah, So I never take that for granted. I'm always nervous. I'm thankful again. I'm thankful that I get to do it, so it balances itself out. Yeah.
Well, guys, this is your girl, Natasha. You've been watching Red TV, powered by UltraStream, and I have had one of the best interviews I've done to date. I liked her a lot before I've seen her perform, and she's amazing on stage, but now I can clearly say, unequivocally, without the shadow of a doubt, I absolutely love her. Estelle, it's such a pleasure talking to you. I cannot wait to see you perform That's All Live. I cannot wait. It was really good talking to you.
Can't stop a love so chill. Don't hate on us, no. Looks like you need a love like ours, and you would know how it feels. Looks like you need a love like ours. You need some happiness still. Looks like